really good for me to just talk to you. Yakety, 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 yakety. Nancy today here. I have a hat back there somewhere. Can't see it. Oh, you know what I've been doing? I have these pills. Collagen. My chiropractor says you take 6 collagen and 3 vitamin C. They're pretty big pills, so it's kind of difficult to do that. But it's supposed to rebuild the cartilage in between your bones. Sounds like a plan to me. And I'm finding I don't need as many pain pills as I did. But you know what I think I'd like? I don't know if you can just have this done. I suppose you can't, but I would really, my L5 has, it's a bulging disc. I would really like to have it, well, the best thing would be if you could have more stuff put in the disc to make it puffy again. That would be the best. If not that, I'd like to have it and the one beside it sealed together or bolted somehow so that they can't, or a tube put in between around the spinal cord. Imagine doing that without ruining the spinal cord. That would be nice if it could be done so that it couldn't pinch the nerve. So right now I can't bend over without getting a pinched nerve. Once I bend over, I'm in big trouble. I have to use my walker. If I don't bend over, I'm okay. And if I don't stand in one place for very long. I stood in one place for, I guess it was about 4 minutes. No, maybe it was about, I don't know, 7 minutes is usually what I can take standing in one place. If I did after that, I was finished. I did not think I was going to be able to walk again without my walker. I didn't have my walker. But I had great faith. I tried and I worked and I did. But I had to inch along, like my feet would not take steps. Away with you, mosquito. Out you go. There's not room for both of us. It's cool out today. It's only 16. You know what that means, don't you? That means I can wear my long sleeve shirts and my knee socks. I can even wear a scarf. I think that's pretty cool. I do. Pretty cool. It's been so hot. But it rained and we got a cold front. I'm not used to the word cold front in the summer. Cold fronts are things that happen that bring lots of snow. I decided that I haven't been in my marsh woods for several years. Can you believe that? Several years? It's because, black flies or bugs or, other bugs. Or, it's wet in there, but it's been so dry. It's also very bumpy in there. It's really hard to do anything in there because of all the downed logs. All the trees have fallen over. But those trees should be harvested. I think they should come out of there. But not by me. Anyway, I think I should go for a walk in there. I was at one time taking wood. I had slab. I got a load of slab, a truckload of it for $5. And I had that slab, and I laid it down, and I made a boardwalk into the woods. Not a boardwalk, but a pathway. And I thought I was was doing pretty good with that. You know, I went along the stream because there were so many trenches. It's a fen in there. So there's always water running beneath the soil. And it's peat. It's really awesome. That would be the place to have garden. An amazing garden. Anyway, it would be nice to be able to go in there. I should do that, but I'll have to take Willem with me. I have to lather up the bug repellent too. Put a thing on my hat, a sticky tape, two-sided tape on my hat, so that the deer flies land on it and they get stuck. And I look at the camera. If I look right there, I see only black, right? But that's where your eyes are. I'm looking you in the eye. If I look at my eyes, I'm looking over there. So strange. You should have the camera in the center of the photo. I know. Or underneath the photo. You can look at it and see the photo, but... So how are we doing for time? The more we get together. I love little Desmond. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. The YouTube said, who's the person that looks most like you? Or not YouTube, Facebook said, who's the person that looks most like you? And Desmond turned out to be the one that looks most like me. And he's chewing, he's got his foot in his mouth. And I said, my comment was, yes, I guess I do stick my feet in my mouth quite frequently. We're already up to 7 minutes again. Oh well. Time flies. We're having the time of your life. I'm not sure how we're going to heat this upstairs part. The heat rises, but we've got a higher area now than we did before, and the heat can also not get up in there at the moment. But we had a good way to get it into our bedroom, which it also couldn't get into. We had a window in the wall, in the stairwell. Have you ever seen the movie, The Proposal? I love that movie. I just love it. There's this woman who's very, very businesswoman and commanding, and everybody's afraid of her. You know, like one person gets there and they notice her and they immediately text all the rest of them, says the witch is on her broom, and they all sit up straight and sit back down at their desks and put their papers away and they get busy. Anyway, there's lots of little things like that. Well, she's neglected to bother with her immigration papers, and she's from Canada and she's working in New York or something, and so they're going to deport her. And she says, "What? No, you can't deport me." Blah, 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 blah. And yes, it's going to happen. I'm sorry, we would do anything we could to keep you, but... And so her assistant, who is perfect, who does everything so that she won't get mad. I mean, he even drinks her kind of cinnamon soy latte coffee so that if he spills hers, he can give her his, right? Anyway, so he says something around, should I tell... He comes in to give a message. Oh, actually, she says to him before she goes in this meeting, 10 minutes, come and get me. And so he sticks his head in and says something and then says, should I tell him you're otherwise engaged? And she hears the word engaged and she says, oh, I should tell you. And then she sidles up to her assistant and says, we are getting married. She pats him on the chest. We are getting married. We are engaged. Does that work for you? Works for me. So we're good with this immigration thing? Anyway, so he is mortified because he's got a girl back home. And he does not love this woman. He hates her. family keep telling him to quit. Anyway, so it's Gammy's 90th birthday, so they go home to Gammy to see her, and she thought that he lived in a little shack somewhere because she's so rich. She lives up in some amazing part of Manhattan or something. And anyway, so they land in Sitka, Alaska, of all places, and everything is Paxton Grocery, Paxton Laundromat, Paxton. And she says, "What? You didn't tell me you're some kind of Rockefeller. You're rich." And he said, "Well, when could I? We were always talking about you." And or something. And then then they get to his place, and it's this big mansion on this beautiful hill. It's nestled in the trees. And she says, "What? You didn't tell me you were rich." That's what she says. He says, "I'm not. My parents are." Anyway, so they have a wonderful time, and I won't go on and tell you the rest of it, but it's an awesome story. It's the greatest. I love it. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now. You know, people watch the same movie over and over, and I've never been one to do that. I thought, what? I want to watch the same one over and over. However, I have done that with TV shows. I watch the whole thing system, then I go back and watch it again. It's a good thing it's 8:49 Sunday morning, or this would be backed up like 100 miles. It's a place where they give you a 3-minute traffic light on the road. Anyway, I guess I've kept you long enough yet again. It'll take forever to upload this, you know. Well, you can do this at home, whatever it is, but results may differ. And keep smiling, and if